A car is being rented in your name without your knowledge. The woman involved knows your personal data. You are being alerted before legal problems explode. Archangel Michael says, "This message is arriving in perfect timing, not a second too late. There's something being done using your identity, without your permission. A woman is behind it, and the way she's using your personal data will soon place your name at the center of a legal firestorm. The paper trail leads back to you, but you never signed anything. This is more than a mistake, it's a well-executed move designed to trap you. A vehicle has been rented in your name, and the woman involved is closer than you'd expect. She's used pieces of your private details, your identification numbers, your address, even the place where you once worked. These weren't guessed or stolen by hackers, they were provided by someone you trusted. This betrayal didn't begin today. It has been in the making for weeks, maybe even months. She is quiet, calculating, and doesn't think you'll discover it in time. But the angelic realm has issued this alert for a reason. The problem is about to rise up in the form of documents, calls, and accusations you never thought would have your name on them. Type Amen to get blessing 337. The contract was signed electronically, and the car is being used to transport goods that are already under scrutiny. But your name is the one attached to the documents. If this reaches law enforcement before you take action, the situation could grow beyond control. Your photograph wasn't needed, only a scan of your ID, which was accessed without your awareness. And now, someone somewhere is already preparing to file an incident report that leads directly to you. The legal trouble will not knock gently, it will barge in unless stopped in time. This woman once acted like she admired you, but admiration has turned into obsession, and obsession into malicious action. Her motives are hidden under smiles and false words, but her hands are busy forging a mess behind your back. Archangel Michael says she has taken steps to avoid detection. She used a temporary phone number and communicated with a rental agency that doesn't ask too many questions. But all roads lead back to you because the ID number and billing address used are under your name. Type Amen to get blessing 442. What's worse is that your email address was accessed to confirm the booking. You never saw it because it went to spam or was instantly deleted by her using clever tricks. That's why you felt something odd recently, a sudden fear without reason. It was your spirit detecting the wrong being done behind you. She has no plan to return the car. In fact, she's using it to travel between locations that are already being investigated for other unrelated issues. If this continues unchecked, investigators will soon believe you're part of a larger operation. You might start receiving messages, strange mail, or even unmarked envelopes. Do not ignore them. Each of these is a clue in the divine puzzle sent to you so you can reclaim control. The woman isn't a stranger. Her name has crossed your path before. And what's most alarming is that she believes you're too distracted to notice what she's doing. Type Amen to get blessing 388. She's not working alone. Another person, a man, is helping her from the shadows, disguising the payment methods and redirecting digital receipts. Their plan was never about the car, it's about what's being moved inside it. But your name is the one registered. Your name is on the contract. And the camera footage from parking areas is already capturing her face with your license on file. You will soon hear from a stranger pretending to ask you random questions, possibly posing as customer service or a police official. This is not by accident. That call will be the beginning of the inquiry. Archangel Michael says your window to act is small but divine assistance is near. You must secure your identity immediately. Cancel cards, lock accounts, and request official logs on all recent verifications tied to your personal data. Type Amen to get blessing 399. The address she gave as her own overlaps with an old residence of yours. She's masking herself with your past while dragging your future into danger. The car she's using could be involved in something far darker than transport, something that could tarnish your record permanently. The angels saw the moment she took your details. It was during a meeting, or a casual conversation, where you let your guard down. Since then, she's been plotting a way to use what she knows to gain something fast. And the clock is running. Authorities are only days, maybe hours, away from realizing the mistake in paperwork. But by then, the woman will be gone, and you will be left to explain documents you never touched. If you wish to express your support. Further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 312. She has now started signing up for services and online verifications in your name. Even if you don't see it yet, she's laying traps that can ruin your credit, your legal standing, and even your job. But this message arrives as divine protection, before the explosion happens. Some of her intentions are to flee using your name. She's been trying to get international permissions, even access to remote properties. The plan is clear: take advantage of your identity, and disappear before anyone notices. But heaven noticed. Angels have stepped in. That's why you're seeing this message at the perfect time, even if you weren't searching for it. You'll soon recall moments when your spirit tried to warn you. A restless night, a dream of running, a phone number calling you that seemed familiar. These weren't coincidences. They were nudges to get you alert. Type Amen to get blessing 455. Don't ignore your instincts now. She's using more than just your name. She's copying your tone, your signature, your expressions. She's trying to pass as you. The car's registration, the recent fuel receipts, and a photo of someone using it while wearing a mask. These are evidence about to surface. And when they do, your silence will look like guilt if you haven't taken action. Archangel Michael says, this woman fears being caught but believes she's outsmarted you. But she doesn't realize angels guard you. She doesn't know the divine is watching her every step. You must take immediate steps to reverse this. Call the rental agencies, alert your bank, and demand full verification reviews. She might have made her move first, but you still have time to close every gap. Type Amen to get blessing 360. Your angelic protectors will move obstacles out of your path if you listen and act. There is no time for doubt or delay. The car must be located, the trail exposed, and your name cleared. This is not just about reputation. It's about legal consequences that she wants you to carry in her place. And she has convinced herself that by the time you realize, it will be too late. But she didn't count on divine interference. She didn't expect that you'd be warned by a message like this, sent through angelic timing, guided into your hands. That's how grace operates. there is still much to uncover. She used an alternate device to access your email, likely through a compromised public connection. But your data was not given willingly, and that will matter during the investigation. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Prepare yourself. You might soon be called in for a statement. Don't panic. Instead, carry every detail and show them this was a setup, and you were the victim of a deeper plan. She's looking for a way to buy time now. You may notice silence from her end. No texts, no calls. That is the space where heaven wants you to move swiftly. Protect your space. Clean your digital identity. Consult the divine through prayer, and don't delay speaking with someone who can officially help. Archangel Michael says, once this woman is exposed, a larger truth will emerge. Her actions are tied to others who've done similar things, and your story will inspire a larger crackdown on identity misuse. Type Amen to get blessing 327. The vehicle's number plate may already be captured on traffic surveillance. Cross-check your driving history. It will reveal anomalies. These are not coincidences. Your name was never meant to be dragged through this, but she wanted to use your clean record to shield her wrongdoing. But light is piercing through her disguise now. She will feel the consequences. Her smile will disappear when your truth becomes known. But until then, you must stay alert. You will be delivered from this mess, but you must not ignore it. Every second matters now. Divine messages come with timing. This one is yours. Type Amen to get blessing 501. The woman has now gone one step further. She has begun applying for fuel cards in your name to continue using the rented vehicle under false pretenses. Each digital breadcrumb is crafted to keep her hidden and you exposed. But the spiritual realm has already traced her fingerprints over every fraudulent move. This is not just identity misuse, it's identity invasion. Her plan is to stay on the move while the system ties every motion to you. But your angels are now realigning events to help you step into truth before you re-dragged into chaos. You may suddenly find changes on your credit report. That is not an error, it is a warning flare. Check every recent activity, because some accounts linked to this rental may now appear as if they belong to you. What she fears most is your awareness. She's counting on your silence, your inaction, and your habit of letting things go. But this time, your angels are stepping in before the worst can happen. Type Amen to get blessing 533. This car is more than just a vehicle. It is a moving piece in a strategy designed to ruin your stability. It is being used in locations that are under surveillance. And every time it passes a checkpoint, it brings your name closer to red flags and legal markers. Your name was spoken aloud in a room you weren't present in. There was a discussion, a lie, and a forged signature. What she said in that moment changed how others viewed you, and now your angels want you to change that back. You will receive a letter, possibly disguised as a promotional flyer or even an unrelated company message. Inside, there's a code or file name, something unfamiliar but linked to this event. Do not discard it. You are not powerless in this. Your actions right now can cancel everything she has tried to build in your name. She thinks her hands are clean because yours are unaware. But not anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 482. The vehicle has crossed state lines or territory borders. This escalates the situation and adds layers to the legal complications. She may have even added insurance under your name without your knowledge. She copied your digital signature from a past agreement. Something you submitted long ago has now become her tool. But the system holds timestamps, and divine justice will ensure the truth emerges at the right moment. She has even used language patterns that resemble your speech when communicating with the rental company. But humans may be fooled, heaven is not. Archangel Michael says, soon there will be a sound, a call, a knock, or even a digital notification that will seem out of place. Do not ignore it. It carries a spiritual signal that this situation is shifting. Type Amen to get blessing 399. The woman may now be plotting to abandon the vehicle once it has served her purpose. But it won't be left in her name. She will vanish and leave the pieces behind for you to answer for. You may begin to feel the emotional weight of something not right. That's your spirit receiving warning vibrations. Your sleep might change, your appetite might alter, your dreams might intensify. This is not fear, it is alignment. You are being spiritually positioned to witness, act, and speak the truth. And the sooner you do, the faster the veil around her begins to shatter. If you've been getting odd messages, unknown OTPs, or password reset links, those are signs she's testing access points. Do not brush them off. Type Amen to get blessing 555. She has created a version of you that exists only in paperwork and screenshots. That version is being passed around, judged, and tracked. But it is not who you are. You must reclaim your name, your energy, and your authority. Do not stay silent. The moment you speak with divine clarity, the darkness around this plot will begin to fold in on itself. Archangel Michael says there are still 2 people watching the situation, unsure whether to speak up. One of them knows you and is afraid you'll be hurt. The other is scared of being dragged in. They are your unexpected witnesses. Their confession may come late, but you will remember this message when they show up. Type Amen to get blessing 392. Prepare to gather all of your official documents. Not just for safety, but because you'll need to prove your identity in a higher space soon. This is not just a physical situation, it is spiritual warfare dressed in paperwork. Your voice carries divine frequency. Use it to alert authorities, agencies, and even loved ones. Let no one doubt that you are now fully aware. This woman has seen your blessings and tried to steal the code of your favor. But no matter how close she got, your favor was never hers to wear. She may have already started manipulating others to speak against you, pretending you gave her permission. But permission forged is permission broken, and the universe will not let her go unchallenged. Type Amen to get blessing 403. There is an urgency building. The next 24 to 72 hours will be critical. She may make one last move, a payment, a location switch, or a false report. But when that moment comes, your action will override her plan. This message came before her final strike for a reason. You are not a victim, you are the pivot point. Archangel Michael says, there will be protection around you during your communication with officials. You will be calm, guided, and guarded. She will sense that her power has collapsed. The camera will soon catch her face, not yours. The recordings will be exposed, and your truth will rise. But only if you act now, as the angelic warning has instructed. Type Amen to get blessing 618. You may want to change your passwords, freeze your credit, and file a preventative legal declaration. These steps are not fear, they are wisdom. She played with your name, but she won't win with it. The car is no longer just a rental, it is the evidence of her intention. And intention carries weight in the spiritual world. Your silence ends today. Let your name be reclaimed in full truth, in full light, and with full justice. The time for her secret to hide has passed. Every divine whisper that led you here is proof that you are divinely watched, guided, and defended. This woman's control is ending. Type Amen to get blessing 70. Archangel Michael says, the final chapter of this situation is unfolding right now, and you are no longer unaware. The darkness that once moved without resistance is now trapped under the weight of exposure. The woman who thought she had time is about to face the full force of divine retribution. You may not have seen her face recently, but her presence is felt in the disruptions around you. Delayed emails, glitches in your apps, failed verifications. These are the signs. Your digital identity has been manipulated. But now your spiritual defense is activated. Nothing hidden will stay concealed for long. And nothing built on lies will stand when truth walks in the room. She expected this to go unnoticed. She believed you'd never trace it back. But what she forgot is that your life is divinely connected, and what belongs to you cannot be stolen for long. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The final thing she tries to do will look innocent. She might return the car and act as if it was all a mistake. But don't be deceived, this is her exit plan, and it's covered in false peace. Do not accept her apology without proof. Her sorrow is not real. It's only a defense to escape legal consequence. This woman only fears being caught, not being wrong. She may soon be contacted by the agency who rented the car, and when that happens, her story will change. She will blame you. She will act confused. But the logs, the timestamps, and the surveillance footage will reveal the full picture. You must remain alert. You are walking through a battlefield disguised as a paper trail. But victory is still yours if you stand firm. Type Amen to get blessing 841. You are stronger than this plot, wiser than this trap, and more protected than she knows. There's someone else now aware of her intentions. A silent observer who has seen her make digital requests and alter contact details. They didn't know what it meant before, but now they do. They may be the one to report her, or even testify when the truth comes out. This is part of the divine setup, unexpected help arriving from someone you didn't even expect to be watching. Archangel Michael says the woman will attempt one last act of desperation. It might be a forged message or a request made in your name. But when that happens, stop everything and report it immediately. Type Amen to get blessing 633. There will be a point where she pretends she's the victim. Her voice may tremble, her words may shake. But it's not emotion, it's strategy. You will not fall for her games. You will remain rooted in clarity, truth, and divine protection. And when others hear your side, they will know who has been honest all along. Your blessings were never meant to be stolen. She thought she could walk in your light, but only you are destined to carry that light. The car she's using may soon be involved in an incident. Don't be afraid when you hear about it. It will be the final piece that clears your name completely. Type Amen to get blessing 522. There is a record, digital or printed, where your name appears beside hers. That is not by chance. The universe has made it visible to expose her, not to accuse you. Your angels are now wrapping you in a divine firewall. Every false trail, every manipulated record, every stolen detail, cleared, cleansed, and broken. She may soon vanish, trying to leave behind no trace. But she has already left enough. And divine law never loses track of injustice. Now is the time to release your fear. You are not caught in this. You are rising above it. The woman will face her moment, and you will be standing in peace. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You were guided to this message not by accident, but by angelic interception. What was being plotted in secret has now been stopped by the truth revealed through this warning. Stand up. Speak out. Protect your identity and your destiny. Heaven is watching over you, and this chapter ends with your victory, not your downfall. Push pin. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, you are now stepping into the part of the revelation where divine justice begins to unfold in real time. The woman who used your name for the car rental is starting to sense a shift. The people she tricked are beginning to notice inconsistencies, names that don't match, timestamps that don't align, and voices that don't sound like you. Behind closed doors, investigators are reviewing details. They're looking deeper into the contract, and her answers are beginning to crumble. This is how divine reversal begins, slowly at first, then all at once. Someone who once doubted you will soon become your defender. They've realized that the woman couldn't possibly be you, not in speech, not in behavior. Not in spiritual presence. She tried to duplicate your identity, but she could never duplicate your divine light. And now, light is exposing everything. One by one, the lies fall apart. Your angels are silencing her voice in rooms you can't enter, because truth has entered ahead of you. Type Amen to get blessing 944. The agency involved is now checking for voice recordings of the phone calls she made. One of those clips will be key. It proves she spoke as you, but the voice is clearly not yours. That recording is your protection. What she hoped would vanish quietly is now rising into public record. What she planned to hide is coming out with undeniable clarity. Her web is breaking strand by strand. Her helper, the man who assisted her, is becoming nervous. He's pulling away, realizing the spiritual heat that's now surrounding this situation. Archangel Michael says his retreat will leave her exposed and scrambling. She will soon try to deflect attention by bringing up old stories, spinning false narratives about why she needed your identity. But those stories will fail. Type Amen to get blessing 1000. There is a witness who saw her using the car, someone who doesn't even know you. That stranger will mention her name during a routine questioning, and that will be the thread that connects everything together. She thought she could plan every step, but she didn't plan for divine interference. She didn't prepare for you to become aware. And she definitely didn't imagine your protection would come so fast and so powerfully. You may soon be asked to present your physical presence, to verify that you are not the one in the footage. You will be calm. You will be covered. And you will be believed. Archangel Michael says, the gates of favor are now opening to reverse what was designed to destroy you. You are not alone. You are never left without help when your name is being misused. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. This woman may still try to text or reach out to you directly. She may use emotional phrases, fake urgency, or even mention family or health issues to distract you. Do not engage. Do not believe her words. Every time she opens her mouth, more darkness escapes. Her energy will reveal itself even in silence. You have already been shown who she is. Believe what heaven has uncovered. A lawyer may get involved now. One you haven't met yet, but one who's reviewing the situation with seriousness. This is divine placement. You will be guided to the right support at the exact right time. She has walked too far into this lie to reverse it, but you are walking straight into the truth with power, grace, and angelic escort. Type Amen to get blessing 8888. Her plan was short-term, but the consequences are long-lasting. The vehicle is now under watch. Wherever it moves, it's being tracked. This time, it's not just man's justice at play, it's spiritual law. The angels assigned to you are moving pieces even she cannot see. Her escape is blocked. Expect a final document or digital alert, a last moment of divine proof that clears everything for you. When that comes, you'll feel a weight lift, as if the chains she tried to tie around you simply vanish. You were born for something higher. She tried to detour your path. But no car, no signature, no lie can stop your divine assignment. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. You've now reached the final clearing. What was done in secret is now being judged in full. And you, yes, you, are rising from this untouched, unshaken, and undeniably victorious. The woman has failed. The plot is shattered. Your name is being restored in full honor. You were never the criminal. You were the target. But now you are the testimony. Push pin if you wish to express your support further. You have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.